Sweet. I actually got this on the first try. Got it on the first try. Would be my guess. We've got output. Chat's over there. So, let's get to chopping. Tonight, a little special stream, I guess, or spontaneous stream. We're doing breakfast for dinner, and it's going to be a frittata. Frittatas are pretty simple to make, delicious. Of course, you put bacon in anything, it makes it delicious. So.
Right.
Kind of playing it safe with the bacon. A little microphone check. Hopefully everybody can hear everything. Hopefully you can't hear too much of everything, like background noise and all that stuff. Testing out these new mics one more time, giving them another chance before we send them back. But I think they'll work out. Probably user error more than anything else.
Anytime I call her, I get an automated voice message. It says voice.
So, get the bacon chopped up. And a frittata is a lot like a quiche. The biggest differences between a frittata and a quiche is a quiche usually has a shell of some sort and is baked in the oven and is generally served cold, whereas a frittata started on the stove top, can be finished on the stove top, or it can be finished in the oven, and it's generally served hot. So, I do finish mine in the oven, just because I find it's easier to get them more cook all the way through. Let this bacon sit out for just as long as I did. If it's nice and cold, it cuts a lot easier. But it is what it is. Bacon. Spatula. Get that turned on, let it heat up a little bit more. like a good hot pan whenever I put my bacon into it. Get that sizzle. Another nice thing about a frittata is you can do everything in one pan. So you don't have a bunch of multiple dishes for no reason. In goes the bacon. Wash my hands. Got it on the pan. The pan. The music might be a bit too loud. Welcome everyone to Keep Us You definitely got sound going on. I'm just curious. I think the music might be a bit too loud. Just want to make sure we don't have any feedback issues like we did last week. Bowls out. I need one to strain the bacon into whenever it gets done cooking. And of course we're going to use bacon drippings to make the frittata and saute our vegetables and all that good stuff. Because why not, right? You got it, might as well use it. Still need another bowl. Or do I? Oh, another bowl. Just leave it on the cutting board, you know. While the bacon's cooking, you get the rest of your vegetables, rest of your ingredients, I should say, prepped up, ready to go. Good to go? Thank you, sir. We got onion, spinach. I think I changed the title. Onion, spinach, mushrooms, cheese.
That's what it is anyway, right?
Yeah. Pretty sure I changed the title. If I didn't, then it just says, what are we cooking this week? And, well, now you know.
One thing.
Right. Sunday will be different. Got a Mexican theme this Sunday. So there's our onions. Just change knives for the next part. And mushrooms. bacon smell good. Now we're not going to be putting the mushrooms won't get sauteed. They'll go in kind of last minute with the spinach, because if you put the mushrooms in to saute, they're going to water everything down with all the moisture that's in them, as well as the spinach. But if you put them in right before you go in the oven, then it won't water your frittata out so much. These are baby portobellos. I was hoping to do white buttons, but it's alright. We go with what we can get. Move the bacon around a little bit. Smells like bacon.
That
Hopefully,
should be a candle too.
that's right, it should be a candle. Bacon candle would be awesome. Quite a few mushrooms. Again, there's really no measurements to this. Some of the, just whatever you like, you can pretty much throw it in a frittata. Matter of fact, I got a little bit of the deer meat left from Sunday that I'm fixing to throw in there as well. Waste not, want not, and all that. Hopefully the knife hitting the cutting board's not extremely loud. Special effects and everything. Bring in our step coordinator to do our cutting for us.
Now look at a nice skill.
Alright. Throw a little bit of deer meat that I had left over in there. Mix that all up. Wasn't enough to really do anything with, so ending up in a frittata is a good place for it to end up in. The bacon, we're going to cook it all the way till it's crispy. Take it off right before it's completely done, because it'll still cook a little bit after you take it out from the residual heat. What's next? Spinach. Baby leaf. Little baby leaf spinach. Just kind of run the knife through it just a little bit. You can leave them whole. I just make big wide swaths through it. Not trying to get a chiffonade or anything like that. Just so whenever you put it in, you can distribute it a little bit more evenly.
Mushrooms on the long on the blade there.
Is it real? You wanted a second chance, I guess. So with spinach, if you just gather it all up, pinch it, run your knife through it. Maybe one more bunch like that. Baby spinach. Good stuff. Sorry about that. Just in case anybody needs to know, it's 5:30. Alright, the last thing is cheese. So pretty much bacon, egg, and cheese really go well together. Don't care where you're from. It goes together on every continent, every island, every peninsula. It just goes together. So, shred up some cheese. Have a little bit of shredded cheese left over from last week. I'm just going to add some more to it. The hard part that I'm trying to figure out is what we're going to do while the frittata's in the oven. Not really sure. Guess we'll just have to have a chit chat. Of course, having a chit chat would work out better if there was other people to chit chat with, huh? So there's our cheese. Got a little bit on the counter. Bag cook. Sure that was loud. Back to checking on our bacon. All them little bits in the bottom right there will come up whenever we make the frittata and put the egg in here. Too late. We're gonna put on top of it. I'm gonna put on top of mine. I'm gonna put some hot sauce on mine. What you gonna put on yours? Good. You got that Greek yogurt. That might be good. A little bit of acid hit from the Greek yogurt. No? Shut up. Yes, ma'am. Cook, bacon, cook. There's not too much you can't put in a frittata as far as vegetables are concerned. You just have to make sure that they're soft, depending on if it's a root vegetable. You got to soften them up a little bit before you cook them. Cook the frittata, otherwise you'll end up with hard vegetables in your frittata. That's not good. That's why I'm going to saute the onions a little bit just to soften them a touch. And then, like I said, the spinach and the mushrooms, they'll just be sprinkled on top right before we go in the oven with it. They'll sink into the egg. And of course the bacon. Can't forget about the bacon. Tasty, tasty. Yeah, we could. While it's cooking. So, outside, nobody saying anything.
No.
It's okay. It's 5:30 on a Friday. People probably out eating at restaurants.
We couldn't do this at last minute.
Yeah. Figure we'd throw it out there. It'll be there for people to watch. Hopefully people that come in and watch it will hit the follow so you'll know when we go live. Get that notification. Of course, whenever Twitch notifications actually work properly.
Right.
Ouch.
I mean,
2. Oven's heated up. That's what that alarm is. Preheated and ready to go. Bacon's getting there. Get the cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and the light brown sugar.
it looks very nice.
I'll take my glasses off. I'm gonna have a haze of grease on from the bacon. All right. Bacon is nearly finished. Good enough to call it, I do believe. Once we get done with this, we'll saute the onions. Bring the heat down a little bit. Strain the bacon out. Whoa! Try not to make a mess. Strain the bacon out. Wipe the oil off the side of the pan. Go back down. Take a little bit of the bacon drippings back into the pan. And then we're going to go in with our onion. Going everywhere.
Kirby says, what in the heck is this?
It's a frittata. Surely you know what a frittata is. Yeah, it is. fancy omelet. I think you hit it right on the head, buddy.
No, it's more like a crustless quiche.
It definitely is a crustless Can you call it crustless quiche? You put a little bit of salt in
Stringy on
there.
Friday?
Yeah, kind of a last minute thing. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And then something else that you can put, I mean, you can put oregano, you can put basil, tomatoes. Can put garlic in it. I'm not a big fan of garlic in the eggs. Just doesn't, there's something about it that doesn't taste right to me. But if you like garlic and eggs, then you can put garlic in this. Which is weird because in a quiche, I would definitely put garlic in a quiche. But in a frittata, I tried it before and I've tried it on scrambled eggs, on fried eggs. There's something about garlic on the eggs. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Alright. So we're going to turn the heat off to that and let that sit there for a minute. And we'll get our eggs cracked up. Over here. What do I do with my egg bowl?
You what?
Oh, I used the wrong bowl for the bacon. I meant to use this bowl. Alright, so we're going to change out bowls right quick because I need this bowl for the eggs. Grab the wrong bowl. And we're going to take this off the heat. And to the eggs. One egg. 2 eggs. 3 eggs, 4 eggs, 4 eggs, 5 eggs, 6 eggs, 7 eggs, 8 eggs.
Herbie says 4 eggs, 5 eggs, 6 eggs, blah, blah, blah.
Right. 1 egg, 2 egg, 3 egg, 4. Then I need 4 more. So we got 8 eggs. Whisk. A little bit of milk. Please. I don't want the big whisk, you need a little whisk. We're going to whisk up our eggs. We're going to add a little bit of milk to this. If you don't know, if you add milk to eggs, it makes them a little fluffier, a little lighter. A little bit of milk. Like I said, just a little bit, not a whole lot.
It says, did y'all fix the microphone problems?
I don't know, how does it sound to you?
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know, tell us. Does it sound good?
Going back to the stove. Back to the stove. Got our onions in there. Caramelized up. Looking good. Pour eggs in.
He said, sounds a lot better. Awesome.
Yeah, I think we figured out well, evidently we figured out a trick for it. We're going with our spinach. Our mushies. Our bacon. And then, last but certainly not least, the cheese. Because it's just good. Kind of like the bacon. For all you lactose intolerant people out there that can't have cheese, I am so sorry.
Kirby said, duh, cheese.
The cheese. And you're just going to push it down just a little bit so you kind of sink everything down into the egg. Except for maybe the cheese. Sometimes the cheese doesn't get down that far, but that's okay because it's going to just melt over the top anyway. So it'll be good and tasty. Alright. A few little bits and bobs over here on the cutting board need to get brought up. Alright. So now that can go in the oven. Put that medium-sized saucepan. Or that little skillet. That little stainless will be fine. Alright, so this is going to go in the oven. 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. I hear something. What was that noise? Yeah, might be. Alright, we'll go 20 minutes on that. And for our side, we're going to do some glazed apples. Just have a little something sweet on the side.
The alarm that was going off was the oven warming up. Right?
That wow, 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 I don't know what that was.
I think it might have been in the music.
It might have been on the music.
You still hear it?
So, apples, you can take the core out of the apples. Again, this is something that's, I guess, subjective. If you like the big chunks or little chunks, however you want to do it. I leave them a little bit chunky, because whenever I stew them, they're going to shrink a little bit. Where'd the trash can go? No, I have my little black box over here.
Right there.
Oh! It would have been a snake. Is that how that old saying
Yeah, it
works?
just didn't look great in the picture.
It's alright. So 2 apples, or more, just depending on how many people you're feeding. There's only 3 of us here right now, so I'm just going to do 2 apples. star of the dish is the frittata. Well, let's do the apples lately. But these should be done about the same time the frittata comes out, so that works out nicely. Try not to cut my fingers. So there's our apples. Just need a little bit of butter. Boy, about all we got is just a little bit.
They're all discombobulated.
Knob of butter. It's not too much, is it?
No time.
Right. Alright, and then we got some light brown sugar. I'm going to dissolve that in the butter. Just about 4 tablespoons. Rinse my spatula off that I was using to do the frittata with, and we can use it to make this.
The butter here.
And now we have butter again. Yay! It's on a low heat. Low to medium heat, just to melt the butter, dissolve the brown sugar. We're not trying to make caramel or anything. Just one sugar. You do have to add a little bit of liquid to this. I don't know if y'all can see it, but the sugar's trying to crystallize. So it needs some moisture to help it go down a little bit easier. In situations like this, to add a little extra flavor, I'm going to add a shot of vodka. All the alcohol will cook out. It'll just leave the flavor of the vodka behind. You can do it with bourbon or whiskey, rum, pretty much any alcohol, even beer. Beer apples? I don't know, we might. Sounds like something we could try. But as you can see, that liquid helps dissolve the sugars. And it's already starting to get a little bit viscous. It's getting a little thick. So it's making a sauce. Which is what we want. We want a sauce. So here we're going to add some cinnamon. A little bit of ground cinnamon. Probably about 1/4 teaspoon. A little bit of ground nutmeg. Again, about 1/4 teaspoon. And last but not least, a little bit of allspice. I've added clove before. Whoa, about out of allspice. I've added clove to this before. Clove's just a little bit strong. Clove and apples do go really well together.
Ruby said, "Oh Lord."
But there's allspice. In the allspice is some clove. or at least in that allspice, I should say. So now we get this nice looking syrup going, and we just add in the apples. They will stew down quite nicely. And last but not least, a little bit of salt. Salt brings out the good flavors and everything.
You gotta do something with all this sweet on sweet on sweet.
Sweet on sweet on sweet. I like a rap song.
Oh no. Are you gonna be the rapping chef?
No. That's not gonna happen. Music. Can you hear the music at all, or is it too low? I think we might have got it too low. Need that the lid to that medium-sized pot. Gonna put a cover on that.
Herbie said, please, no rapping.
Hold it right.
Don't tell him that.
I'll leave that up to the professionals. And do a little bit of cleaning, get the knives put back up. Oh, can you hear the music, Herbie? It's at a good level. Do I need to bring it up just a little bit? So there's not just dead silence in the background. Knives are put up. Tata is in the oven. Get off me. Sugar put up. There's a little tip for you. You've got light brown sugar and dark brown sugar, or brown sugar in general. Put them in a Ziploc baggie, squeeze all the air out of them, roll them up real tight, like that, and then put them in a Ziploc.
You're gonna do that again, because that wasn't the camera that was on.
Oh, it wasn't?
Okay, repeat, rewind, repeat.
So anyway, brown sugar, roll it up tight to get as much air as you can out of it. We got dark brown and light brown sugar. And then put them in a Ziploc baggie, squeeze all the air out of the baggie. It's just because if air gets to brown sugar, it gets hard, which is no good for anybody. I mean, you can still use it, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just difficult to work with because it's like a brick. Yeah, just doing a little cleaning up. Counter down. It's gonna be an easy night for dishes this night. Not gonna be like Sunday. Sunday there's gonna be all kinds of dishes.
Oh, Lord.
We're gonna have to prepare well for Sunday.
He says, yes, I can hear music.
Good. Sunday we're doing Mexican, Herbie. You like Mexican? Check the apples. Burbling away, just like they're supposed to. Sorry. Cutting
He says
board.
he's never had Mexican.
Well, what we're making has a lot of chicken and a lot of cheese. So the soup for next week is going to be a white chicken chili. And then for Sunday for lunch, we're having chicken enchiladas with a green sauce. It's not overly spicy, just a really good flavor. You can make them spicy, but we're not doing that. And no, we're gonna have refried beans and Mexican rice, guacamole. It's gonna be a good Sunday. Well, most of them are pretty good though.
Oh yeah. Sure. Mexican food, yeah.
Right. I'll move these around a little bit, make sure they all get coated. Leave the lid off for a second, let the syrup develop a little bit more. Trying to soften the apples up, that's why I put the lid back on it. Soften the apples up a little bit. And we'll take it off and let some of the water evaporate. The sauce will thicken up a little bit more. Should. Might have to throw a little more butter in there just to finish it off. But we'll see. Now's the hard part. All the cooking is going. I ain't got no prep work to do. I got the plate sitting over here ready for food to be put on it. What you got to say?
We got 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Right. We're hoping it's going to be ready. I know my sauce. So, can I get that? So, we on for tomorrow? Apples. Boy, that's a lonely screenshot right there. Just a pan with some apples in it.
I know, it's pitiful looking, isn't it?
Yeah, compared to what we normally have going, we got stuff all over the place.
Right?
Ooh, made a splash. A little taste of that. Oh, that's good. utensils and everything ready. I gotta do the frittata first, so we can set the eating plate over there. The frittata I'm gonna have to tip out of the pan onto a plate so I can cut it. We'll see how that works whenever the time comes.
He said, poor pan of apples, all alone.
It does look kind of lonely, doesn't it? And put a little knob of butter in there. Because why not, right?
Right.
So Herbie, we got Minecraft tomorrow night. We're finally going to get that Pale Forest thing figured out. If you get time during the day, hit me up. We can jump on there.
It's a new schedule. We are trying to eat dinner at 7:30 p.m. instead of at 12 a.m. Awesome. That's probably better for you.
It's a really good idea. So you won't be ready to go until 7:30 or so, quarter to 8. All right, we're coming down to the wire.
And Herbie, you're going to hear an alarm.
I'll turn it off real quick. There's going to be at least one beep, I'm sure.
You can take it there first.
Yes. So I get to do the flip, which there are a lot of videos out there of people flipping stuff over and dropping it in the floor and the handles breaking and all that good stuff.
Oh, please, let's not have that tonight.
I have never in all of my years of cooking had that happen, so
Oh, no, he didn't say that.
I know. I'm going to put all the bad vibe out there, and it's not going to happen. I'm not worried about it in the least.
He says, I'll be on at 6 p.m., then I'll have to break for supper, then I'll be back. Gotcha.
Wow, that actually smells really good.
What did I
You're
expect?
surprised, man. And frittata.
And the frittata. It should be firm, which it is. Egg is cooked through. Cheese is melty. Now, get another spatula. Well, I guess all the spatulas are dirty. And do dishwashing. I'm gonna use this one. Handle is hot. We're gonna let this sit here for just a minute and rest.
You said teaspoon, correct?
Just use a regular spoon. And now I'm just trying to do is set it free from the pan But in all seriousness, I don't have to flip this, I just have to slide it out. So that's why I'm not worried about the handle breaking or anything like that. The frittata might break in half or crack like that right there.
Herbie said that would make it hilarious to see that happen on the stream.
Wouldn't it though?
A handle breaking or Enoch dropping the food on the floor. I'm laughing already.
Right. Because you're just mean like that.
Right.
Alright, so frittata's loosened up. Let it sit there and rest for just a minute. What? Oh, sorry. So the sauce on the apples has, but I wanted a little bit thicker. I'm just going to add a touch of cornstarch to it. And it's just like a teaspoon of cornstarch and a couple teaspoons of water. Acts as a thickening agent. Doesn't taste of anything, doesn't add any flavor whatsoever. It's literally just has no taste at all.
Herbie says, I'm not mean, you take that back.
Okay, Herbie's not mean. He's the sweetest guy in the whole wide world. Unless you're playing Minecraft with him and he starts shooting you with arrows. Then he's just still the sweetest guy ever. He's just trying to kill you. So, a little bit of starch goes in there. And as you can see, it just thickens that sauce up. Gets a nice coat on the apples. Beautiful. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Turn the heat off on the apples. Pull that off to the side just a little bit. Alright, time to slide the frittata. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright, come on, Mr. Frittata. Work with me. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy? Get all that good stuff out of there. Sorry. And there's the frittata. Like I said earlier, once you cut this and cut it into portions and what have you, you can put different things on top. We've put sour cream on it before. We've done a lime crema one time. What was in that one? It was like a Mexican type frittata. So we did like a lime crema.
Pico in it.
Yeah, we put pico de gallo in it. Salsa. Need this metal spatula. The pizza. Slide that out of the way. Slide that over here. And we're going to take some apples. Just stir it. Oh. A little bit of apples on the side. Put a little bit of glaze over the top. broke a little bit. And that right there is frittata with glazed apples.
Breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast for dinner. Beautiful. Bellissimo.
Herbie said I have no words to say after that. After our banter back and forth.
Well, Herbie, I appreciate you stopping by, my guy. I don't even know how long we've been streaming. Like, how long is the stream? What does it say on there, Herbie, for the stream time? About an hour ish. Cool. Well, Herbie, I appreciate you, brother. We'll see you tomorrow. I guess just send me a message whenever you get on. Let me know, and we'll go from there. Now I just got to remember how to end the stream because I can never remember how to do that. There it is. Like this. And then again, that. And this. Do that. Okay, there it is. I really can't. There it is. Alright. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Anybody that watches it on the back end, if you wouldn't mind hitting that follow, I'd sure appreciate it. And we'll see y'all Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. Bye.
Good night.